Right. I have a request to forward our link, so I'm going to one of our speakers. Once I do that, let's get started. Welcome, Zach. Hey, Ken. Welcome, Simone. Glad to see you. Hey, Christopher. Hi, Ms. Robinson. Welcome. We're just waiting one more moment. One of our early speakers is about to join. All right. Great. It looks like Jordan is in. Welcome, Jordan. Hillary, if you are okay to get started, I think we can get rolling. You want to just let me know in chat if you're okay to get going? All right, welcome, Chauncey. All right, I'm going to take that slide change. Hillary Jones, our founding director, is working the slides, so it's harder for her to talk at the same time. So let me start by welcoming everyone. I'm Robert Holm. I'm the founder of On-Ramps to Careers, and Monique Lenoir Pittman and I are going to welcome all of you, and especially our on-ramp students. That's what today is about. Our amazing, brilliant, invincible students. And this is really, guys, a celebration of your work today. So we also want to welcome our employer partners, the educators, supporters from OSSI, DC government, the foundations and sister community organizations that are that really are making this 8th annual summer internship presentation possible. So this, although it's our 8th time doing these final internship celebrations, I would say this has to be the most meaningful yet. And it's got to be the most rewarding event that we've had. And that's in part because of really how invincible you students have been in the face of this year's challenges. You know, it's a serious year. This year, the racial inequalities that have been with us for too long, and On-Ramps was really created to address in its own way, have become a lot more visible, and that's created a lot of difficulty to face. But you guys have really proven how it can also be a force for transformation. We've had to really radically change how we've done our work and how you've done your work as interns, but it's really led to phenomenal innovations like the virtual internships and like this event today. So while we're all going virtual, we probably couldn't have had so many guests as we have today if we had to have everybody fit into Samsung or Microsoft as we usually do. But I think that's going to open doors for us doing a lot more and engaging a lot more companies. And we have some phenomenal speakers who I'm not sure we would always have if they had to drive into DC traffic. The circumstances of COVID-19 and all that we're going through and social change and protest has also given the adults who support you guys, that means your school staff, your parents, your employer hosts, maybe most importantly, your parents, since they have to live with you more hours of the day. That's presented them more challenges, but more ways to show that they're really dedicated to your success. And so we really want to welcome them and thank all of the adults who are doing this, and know that today is about you guys, students. Monique Lenoir Pittman is one of those adults who's just phenomenal and a champion for on-ramps and U.S. students really at every level. She's been a speaker at our workshops, then she became a internship host for probably more years than we can count, became the host of our fundraising committee, and now she is the board chair and our leader. And now I like to say my sister in arms with on-ramps. She's the National Director of Communications for UNCF, and I'm just really proud to have her as our board chair and want to have Monique say a couple words of welcome. Monique, are you able to come off? Looks like
yes,
you are.
I'm off. I'm off. Can you hear me?
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome. So hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I again want to thank all the generous On-Ramps to Career sponsors and students and host organizations. As Robert mentioned, I was recently elected board chair of On-Ramps to Careers, and I really feel like as National Director of Communications for the United Negro College Fund and also the mom of 2 boys, that I was really uniquely positioned to lead the charge of being the board chair. I've had the great opportunity to be able to work with On-Ramps for several years, host interns, work with the board, work with Robert, and this organization is truly amazing and special. You know, as Robert said, we're in unprecedented times right now with everything that's going on with COVID and also with all of the social justice issues that have recently taken place and that we're still dealing with. On-Ramps is really one of those organizations that has been working in this space for all of these years. We have made internships available to students in need. We've created meaningful job opportunities for students, and I know you'll hear from a couple of those today. We've also been able to use our position to fight against injustice and make sure that companies are diverse and are hiring students that really represent what the DMV area looks like. So On-Ramps has been doing this work for years, and I'm really happy that we are in a position right now where we're being able to receive a lot of recognition and credit for what we've been doing, and really just some support, lots of support from people like who are on the call today and people who have been supporting us for years. What I want to leave the interns with today on this final ceremony is that even though, you know, we had to quickly adapt to virtual, we've been able to really have a great summer internship program. And I want all of you all to take with you this great experience that you've had and realize that you are special and that you've been able to work at companies where most students would not be able to even, or most people would not be able to have opportunities to intern or to work at these companies. And you've been able to do that. You've been able to form relationships. You've been able to work on valuable projects, and you've been able to hopefully work with people who can be mentors for you for years to come. Having these mentors and having people in your corner, whether you go to work in this industry or whether you go to work for the company that you intern with, is really, really valuable and invaluable. And I don't want you all to take that for granted, and really continue to stay in touch with the people that you worked with, stay in touch with your mentors, and lean on them for support and guidance, because they've been where you are and they can provide a lot of good advice and also direction for you. So remember, as you leave, take advantage of your time. Your time is valuable, your talents are many, and your future is very bright. And you all will go on to do great things. And I know that you will take this experience with you, and you will use your experience to blossom and to grow in whatever you do next.
Thank you, Monique. That was so perfect, and we're so honored to have you as our leader now. We have another leader who has created what's really gonna kick off the start of our celebration. And you all know her, Ms. Jones, Hillary Jones, our managing director. She doesn't savor the spotlight. She likes to be behind the scenes, but she put together this slideshow to really show how you guys have risen to the challenge. And I think as you watch this, just note really what Hillary's love and commitment to you guys, I think, shows through this. So, Hillary, if you could roll that slideshow. Thank you, Hillary. That says, as they say, 1,000 words. Thank you, students, for sending in your photos. It's great to see you from the other side of the camera. And thank you to Demario Anderson, who reached out to all of you to help put that together. We are going to start our ceremony with Jordan Johnson, with our intern, a new intern who is really blazing a new trail. All of you are doing that. Jordan's doing something special this year. She is not only doing an internship, but she is starting our first ever apprenticeship program. She, at the end, will end at the tomorrow for most of you. But Jordan will have 2-year apprenticeship with Limbic Systems and Marlis Williams, who's one of our partners going back the farthest, the software company. Marlis, the CEO of Limbic Systems, might kick me after this, but since we're social distancing, you can't get to me. I just want to read a little bit of what Marlis texted me the other day about Jordan. Jordan is off the chart good. It's really ridiculous how good Jordan is and how fast she is learning. That says the biggest part of the introduction for Jordan and why we've asked her to be our first intern speaking today. Jordan, if you're ready to come on screen, and by the way, if I may say 2 things before you start, Jordan, to all our guests. If you want to do shout outs, please feel free to do lots of them in the chat. And of course, with our speakers, we're going to have our slides up, but you can always, and I would recommend pinning the speaker so that you can see a big version of them. So without further ado, Jordan.
Thank you. Hey everyone, my name is Jordan Johnson. I do attend Friendship Collegiate Academy and I will be an upcoming junior this year. Working with On-Ramps is great. I was able to work with Limbic Systems. It has been perfect. I've been introduced to different careers in the STEM field. I've expanded my networks. I was able to do hand-on work even from home. Like it's incredible and just a great experience. On-Ramps has really opened my eyes to a lot. It has been giving me a lot of opportunities. So this has definitely been the best thing that has came part of this summer. So without further ado, I will be introducing a guest speaker, someone who has definitely been an inspiration to the STEM field overall. She's a Bahamian American aerospace engineer. She's also the CEO of the technology solutions company known as STEMboard. She has attended University of Michigan, where she earned her undergraduate degree in aerospace engineering in 2008, following her master's degree in space systems engineering in 2009. She has many achievements. She's worked with the Ames Research Center, NASA's MESA program, and the National Society of Black Engineers, where she was awarded the Outstanding Technical Contribution for her work, Evaluation of Fuel-Efficient Aircraft Maneuver for Conflict Resolution. Without further ado, we'll welcome Ms. Aisha Bowe.
Thank you, Jordan. I truly appreciate that incredible introduction, and thank you to Robert, Monique, and the On-Ramps to Careers family for inviting me to share a bit of time with you. I mean, each and every one of you is incredibly special, and there's something that I want to leave you with today, and that's that in the middle of each and every difficulty lies opportunity. You're looking at somebody who started their aerospace engineering degree with pre-algebra and a community college. I had no idea that I would ever become an aerospace engineer, nor work for NASA, or leave NASA and found a company that I've now operated for nearly a decade. And so when I look at each and every one of you, I'm so excited by what you're going to do, knowing so early on that you have the potential to change the world. And so I want to remind you that this pandemic is an opportunity. It's a time when you can apply your unique strengths and skills and bring something valuable amongst a great need. This challenge will allow you to learn technologies in a short period of time and demonstrate not only your adaptability, but your growth mindset and continued value to employers. And one example of that I want to share with you is that even with my own organization, we have come together and said, hey, we know we're engineers, but how can we change the world? And we have leveraged individuals like Jordan and like other graduates from UNCF or On-Ramps to Careers to build something that we hope can help us do that. And so with that, I look forward to all of your successes. I congratulate you on what it is that you have accomplished, and I encourage you all to work with each other as you guys are the future to continue to do even better things. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha. We had such a great conversation this morning, and Aisha has worked internationally, and we both worked in South Africa, and it really inspired and reminded me that the challenges like this are really a time for us to step up. Some might feel like crumbling, but you guys have really stepped up and maybe even take On-Ramps to Careers International. So thank you, Aisha. That's really phenomenal and wonderful to know that Aisha, although she works all around the world, is actually here in DC. We have another guest speaker who's just incredible, and we're so lucky to have. Anne Filippic is the former Deputy Director of White House Office of Public Engagement for the Obama administration. She has held really senior leadership roles in some of the most successful and impactful progressive initiatives. And at the end of this introduction, you'll see one of the most things that impacted us the most, but one before her role in the Obama Foundation, where she is right now, and she served as the president of Enroll America, a nonprofit dedicated to helping Americans enroll in and retain coverage made available through the Affordable Care Act. And that's supported a net increase of 22 million Americans gaining health coverage in under 4 years. And you can, as you can imagine, in this moment of a health crisis, how important that is. Previously, she served as the Deputy Director for the White House Office of Public Engagement, and Deputy Executive Director of the Democratic National Committee, Deputy Director for Intergovernmental Affairs at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and has been a leader in many crucial political campaigns. And she has worked for President Obama for 13 years in many of those different roles, but that included in the 2008 Obama for America campaign, where she served as the field director for the Iowa caucuses and Colorado general election director. So we want to make sure she's out there doing that good work, and are very grateful for her joining us and celebrating you guys today. Anne.
Hey, Robert. And hey, everybody. Thank you so much for inviting me to join you. And thank you, Robert, and the full On-Ramps to Careers team for the really amazing work you do. As I was thinking about this event, I'm just so struck that we are gathered here together on the day of the funeral of civil rights icon, Congressman John Lewis. And today I actually, perhaps like some of you, had the chance to watch my boss, President Barack Obama, eulogize Mr. Lewis and calling on all of us to follow in his footsteps as instruments of love, peace, and civil action. Robert mentioned this, but over 13 years ago, in spring of 2007, I was 25 years old and living in a basement apartment on U Street, just a couple miles from where I live now. And I packed up all my belongings and I moved to Iowa to work on then Senator Obama's presidential campaign. It was a full 18 months before the 2008 presidential election, and he was not yet particularly well known. He was a senator, but very few folks actually thought he had a real chance of winning the presidency. And I moved to Iowa not out of a love of politics or partisanship, or even an expectation that we'd succeed in electing Barack Obama as president, but really out of a passion to be part of something that was bigger than myself, and a desire to be part of the change that I really thought that the country needed. And my experience on that campaign was life-changing. It led me to a job in the White House, and I met my husband, who's now, the father of my two boys. But I'd say even beyond that, more so than all that I gained from that experience, it taught me a really life-changing lesson. And that is, to paraphrase Margaret Mead, that a small group of people truly can change the world. I learned that if I worked hard and fought for what I believed in and surrounded myself with other people who shared my passions and my values, that we truly could shape our community, our country, and our world. And it gave me a true sense of agency, an agency in that I can be a part of the solution, and I can shape my future and my community's future. And since those days in Iowa, I have worked hard to support other young people in connecting with that sense of agency. And that's really part of why I'm so thrilled to be here with all of you and just so impressed by this organization. Through this program with On-Ramps to Careers, you all have demonstrated tenacity and commitment. You have undoubtedly faced challenges in this experience or in your personal lives in the past few months that you couldn't have even dreamt up 6 months ago. Yet you stuck with it. And you kept working, and hopefully found others along the way who share that same tenacity and commitment, and maybe even a shared vision for our future. So for that, I want to say thank you. Thank you to the employers and the partners who make this program possible, and the staff, and to the students. As we gather here today on the day that we put Congressman John Lewis to rest, I am reminded that he was not much older than many of you when he walked over that bridge in Selma. And my message to you is that not only are you the leaders of tomorrow, but you are the leaders of today. So let's remember these words from Mr. Lewis, which were published in the New York Times this morning on the day of his burial. To quote him, "I urge you to answer the highest calling of your heart and stand up for what you truly believe. Now it is your turn to let freedom ring." So I'm so honored to be here with all of you, and I really can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you so much, Anne. This is just phenomenal to have you guys. We usually do a big celebration in November, and I just feel like it's going to be hard to top this if we try. So thank you. Hillary, I believe you are going on for the recognitions, but I know that sound may be an issue. Let us know if you need me to talk there. So Hillary, please interrupt me if you are able to get on. Okay, it looks like Hillary needs She's just this beautiful presentation you guys are seeing. She has stayed up till well after 1 a.m. several nights to make sure it came together. We want to take this moment to thank our host employers. You see almost all of them right there in front of you. There are others who are departments of these different groups, in particular the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Accenture, Acquired Data Solutions. I'm glad to see them at the top. It's not just because they're start with the letter A, but both companies did 40 interns this summer with On-Ramps to Careers. Out of our 200, that's just amazing. And both of them really stepped up their work. When we had a handful of employers that said, boy, it's just going to be too hard with COVID-19. Every single employer on here said and heard the call that this is a more important time than ever to help young people go after their dreams and not be discouraged by it. And so all of these companies that you're seeing really did just that. And I say companies, but really I mean the individuals that I can see on the screen here, from Accenture, from Acquired Data Solutions. Block by Box News is new, and those are companies that are tiny and companies that are gigantic. So we just want to tip our hats, and really we're going to do some other awards for our employers in the November piece, but can't go any farther without thanking you before we start. You'll see a little bit of the impact they've had as we go next into our actual presentations and getting a glimpse of what the students have been working on. So I'll just do a quick tee up of Tasia Fuller, who many of you know. I also wear another hat. I work for DCPS's McKinley Technology High School, and met Tasia 6 or 7 years ago when she was just a sophomore in high school. And now she has participated with us many of those years since then, and now is actually a supervisor for our interns, like many of the other alumni that you'll see. So we just couldn't be more proud to have Tasia start off our awards.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tasia, as he said. I'm currently a junior at George Mason University, and I've had about 3 internships with On-Ramps. My first one was actually with Accenture, and then I did Limbic, and now I'm an intern supervisor with ADS. So today I'm going to be giving out the Creativity and the Professional Awards. So the nominees for the Creativity Award are, we have Renatia from Accenture. We have Destiny and Brittany from Edge of Yesterday. We have Abdur Rakib, Jalen, Christian, Christopher, Jayla, and Tequila from ADS Team 5. We have Eric, Todd, Darlin, Mohit, Kayla, Allende, and Isaiah from Indico. And we have Jackie, Natural, Noah, Jaden, and Truly from the Virginia Tech Team 2. And the winners are Renatia Murphy from Accenture. Now we're going to have a clip of Renatia's work from the summer.
Do this how might we statement. We encourage youth to use art to talk about issues and express themselves. We want to convey that art is a strong media that can convey hard emotions, whether it be traditional art, music, theater, or etc. It gives people a sense of community and can help people understand each other. We can do this by making an app and our website during these hard times.
Tasia, you're on mute.
Sorry. Good job, Renatia. So the next award is going to be Professional. This one is for those students who were the most businesslike and well-polished this summer. The nominees are going to be Cecilia from Accenture, Abdur, Jalen, Christian, Christopher, Jayla, and Tequila from ADS Team 5, Chauncey, Diamond, Khalik, Jayshana, and Zadia from Accenture Team 5, Ali Portia from Department of Homeland Security, Ronald, Elijah, Ladesha, Hassatu, and Kevin from ADS Team 1, and Jermaine and Radit from Valida Tech. Sorry. And the winner is ADS Team 5. Congratulations, Abdur, Jayla, Jalen, Christopher, Christian, and Tequila. And now we're going to see a clip from their work this summer.
To America because they provide help with anything that you can need in everyday life. They provide help with cybersecurity, everyday essentials, and entertainment.
Turns to ice.
The Ares is an innovative gaming console that will revolutionize console gaming forever. Technology featured will be 120 frames.
Congratulations, guys. And we just want to shout out Tasia. We surprised her today that was her team that she supervised. By the way, I should say, in case you guys get concerned that there's bias, it was our board members, not the intern supervisors, who came up with the awards today. All right. Thank you, Tasia, and congratulations. First
No
win.
problem.
Tasia, I'll introduce Eric. Eric is another one of those interns who's been working with on-ramps since the middle of high school, and let him tell how many internships he's done since then. But he's just been surprised by one of our companies this year. No surprise to me how many companies have wanted to actually keep him. So we wanted, Eric is our featured alumni speaker today, and we'll do the next awards. Eric, please take it away.
Yeah, hi guys, how you doing? As Mr. Holmes said, my name is Eric Latimer. I'm going to be a junior at the University of Maryland, and I am an alumni of the On-Ramps to Careers program. Yes, first of all, I just wanted to say to you guys and the interns, congratulations for being and sticking with this internship. You guys are very special, driven, and lucky. And during the beginning of the presentation, as Ms. Hillary rolled that clip, and Mr. Holm was speaking, a lot of people don't have the opportunities that you guys do this summer, or got the opportunities that you guys have received this summer. So feel very, very special that you guys were chosen for these opportunities, and it's definitely going to aid you in the future to come. On-ramps really have changed my life. I have gotten, because of the experiences that I've gotten through Microsoft and through Samsung, which were the two internships I did while in on-ramps. I've gotten offers from Yelp, I've gotten offers from Facebook, I've gotten offers from Google. These are on-ramps will change your life. And just through meeting some of the people that are like-minded, meeting your mentors, as some of us said previously, meeting different people within your industry that you can network when you guys get out of school, and when you guys are, or even in school, to help you along your career path. It is invaluable, the experience that On-Ramps brings. So I wanted to just congratulate you guys also for sticking through with it. This is hard. These are hard times. And definitely virtual internships are not traditional, but you guys stuck through with it, and your tenacity was great. So I just wanted to thank you guys and congratulate you guys as well. So without further ado, allow me to present the some of the awards for the presentations. So next up, we have the Innovation Award. So the Innovation Award is actually for applying the most unique solutions to some of the hardest problems throughout our internships. For our nominees for the Innovation Award, from Mondrain Consulting, we have Darren Carter. From Edge of Yesterday, we have Destiny and Brittany. From Acquired Data Solutions Team 2, we have Kawaim, Joshua, Marquita, and Destiny. From Octo, we have Rose and Cassandra. And from the Department of Homeland Security, we have Nathan McAlpine. And the winner for the Innovative Award is Edge of Tomorrow. Congratulations, team. Congratulations, guys. You did really good with your presentation, and your solution was just fantastic. So Ms. Hilly will roll a clip of their presentation in a moment.
As our employer, Robin Pays, taught us as soon as we began working, she who tells the story makes history. So, as us being a part of this internship, it allowed us to take part in both telling and making history.
During this process, we have the pleasure of interviewing many knowledgeable people, more information on both our topics and how to become a successful person in the future.
Based on our discussion being published about the research, but they were.
So congratulations, guys. I mean, really awesome presentations, like as we saw a little clip of, but awesome. Congratulations, guys. The next award is for the Informative Award. So the Informative Award is for the amount of information given within the presentation about their employer, about the solution they gave, and about their underlying issue. The nominees for our Informative Award are Acquired Data Solutions Team 5, including Chauncey, Diamond, Khalik, Jayshwana, and Zadea. For Department of Homeland Security, we have Nathan McAlpine. From both Octo teams, we have Patrick and Nina. For Acquired Data Solutions Team 6, we have Nicole, Solila, Markel, Cree, and Isaiah. For the Virginia Tech team, we have Amin, Binta, Desiree, Malik, and Faith. For Accenture, we have Cecilia, and by Block News, we have Zakaya. So the winner for the informative nominees, the informative awards are Nathan McAlpine from the Department of Homeland Security. Congratulations, Nathan. Again, Ms. Lee will roll the clip for his presentation.
I got to work with the Department of Homeland Security, and this was a big opportunity for me, and I was really proud to say because it's a federal organization and it's giving me a lot of experience. What I really like about Power BI is that the pages are reactive. So typically you'd have a graph and it's stagnant and you just have to look at what you have there. But with this, the people using it have the option to select different filters that they want to implement.
So congratulations, Nathan. You really seem very enthusiastic about the presentation and your employment with the Department of Homeland Security. So congratulations to you. Your presentation looked amazing. Okay, and for the final award I will be presenting is the Techie Award. Now the Techie Award is for the most technically requiring solutions to some of the problems that the interns have solved throughout their internship. And for this year's nominations, we have from Valaditech, we have Radit and Gurme. From Block by Block News, we have Zakaya. From Indico, we have Todd, Darlene, Mohit, Kayla, Allende, and Isaiah. From Octo, we have Nina. From Virginia Tech, we have Tamidia. And from Limbic Systems, we have Jordan Johnson. Oh, and the Georgetown UIS team as well. And the winner for the Techie Award is Limbic Systems with Indico. Awesome. Awesome. Wow. Congratulations, guys. I feel personal with this one. I actually was the internship manager for Indico. So this is actually very surprising to me. Congratulations, guys. Awesome jobs on your presentations. So Ms. Lee will roll a clip as well.
To develop a software includes the steps of gathering requirements, creating a strategy or plan to reach the solution, construct a database model or system, build the solution, test the application, and of course, present it to the client. All in all, the time tracker keeps everything in place for managers and employees. While working on this project, I was able to find some things interesting on my own.
Congratulations, Jordan. I mean, that looked great.
My name is Mohit Pandey. I am currently I'm going into senior 12th grade at McKinley Tech.
The hardest topic for me was creating the files and make sure everything aligned perfectly.
The hardest topic for me was definitely the object-oriented programming, the constructors, and understanding how they interact with each other.
So, congratulations, guys. Awesome stuff. That will be the end of my my segment here. I think Mr.
Great.
Holm will now do internship news or interns news.
Thank you. Before we start the video, I thought, Eric, you were going to drop some news about employment.
Oh, I was. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot. Yes, as Mr. Holm mentioned a little bit earlier, I have got a job offer as a junior engineer full-time for Acquired Data Solutions. And I am very, 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 very not only thankful, but very lucky to receive such a job offer. And I mean, again, it had everything to do with on-ramps to careers, as I mean, it got me connected with Acquired Data Solutions and doing some work for them prior to my job offer. So I mean, but yeah, that is great news. I'm doing work there with some testing equipment. So awesome stuff.
Great, Eric.
Thank you, Mr. Holm. Appreciate it.
We're all about news this year, and it's really because of what we have all been saying about how unique it is what you guys as students have been doing, despite everything that's been going on around us, and many potential excuses to not step up and follow your dreams or step up and help another person. So we've gotten quite a bit of attention. Our interns have been featured in 5 news stories this year. And so Hillary and one of our teachers who's just been volunteering his time to help with all these video clips, Mr. Kurt Kaiser, has been phenomenal. And he put together this montage of some of our news clips this year.
With retailers, restaurants, pools, and theaters closed or slowly reopening, it's slim pickings for those teens looking for summer jobs or internships.
I was scared of that.
16-year-old Nathan McAlpine thought he'd miss out on both, the chance to earn a few extra dollars and add to his resume. But instead of going into the office for the technology internship he landed through On-Ramps to Careers, the McKinley Tech student is working from home.
They kept finding ways to continue to accommodate us, and now we're all doing internships that are completely virtual, but we're still becoming engaged.
On-Ramps to Careers is a local DC nonprofit providing STEM internships to underserved youth. This summer, the organization and the major tech companies it partners with have adjusted, and they're still giving teens real-world, hands-on experience, albeit virtually. Hillary Jones is the organization's managing director.
They're not pushing paper. They're not an intern that's just getting coffee. They're working on real projects. They're seen as part of the team. We were worried that we would lose spots, but this year we've gone to 200 spots instead. It's so important to really research and spend time finding things that you're passionate about and really building those skills, because we know it's a competitive job market. We know things are changing. You know, we don't want to waste time.
As Nathan wraps up his first week working with the data analytics team at the Department of Homeland Security, he says despite the uncertainty of the last few months, there's no better time than now to get started on your future.
People want to see young people succeed. So if you go out and try, it'll probably be somebody that's on your side and wants to go help you, and you can go places.
A chance for teens to get their foot in the door this summer without ever leaving home.
This is something that's life-changing. Like, it's changed my life as a student.
Rosalie Ngachu graduated from high school this year, has her eyes set on college and a career in the technology industry.
I owe everything to On-Ramps in terms of, you know, knowing what I want to do, having an idea, a sense, some guidance of what I want to do in life.
She is now in her second summer of interning with tech companies through On-Ramps to Careers. It's a DC nonprofit that focuses on connecting students in minority communities to career paths in the tech field. Hillary Jones is the executive director.
We start working with the students on communication skills, interview skills. We do mock interviews with the underserved youth in the city. And we know that there's really underrepresentation for Black and Latino individuals in the tech field.
Important work that was almost stunted because of the coronavirus pandemic. Students are doing everything from developing apps and working on websites to coding and digital media campaigns.
So we know that racial inequity is a real problem. We know that there's also a huge wealth divide. So we want to make sure that we do everything we can to address those issues. And for us, that's by creating job opportunities that put our young people in the positions where they're able to really make change.
Well, this week in DC, a summer youth program is working hard to change that and change lives at the same time. Kevin Diaz is a 16-year-old rising senior at McKinley Tech High School in DC. He came to the U.S. from El Salvador at age 5.
It hasn't been easy coming from a family of immigrants and not knowing English as your first language and having to adapt to this new culture and way of life. So I've taken every opportunity that I've received.
This summer, that opportunity is a paid internship through a program called On Ramps to Careers. Diaz is doing a virtual internship with Rockville-based technology company ADS. But the hundreds of interns, 95% of them African-American, are still getting invaluable experience at companies like Accenture, Cisco, the Metropolitan Police Department, and Homeland Security. This is college student and former On Ramps intern, Tiana Robinson.
I'm attending the University of Massachusetts in Lowell on a full ride scholarship as a civil engineering major, and I'm starting my minor in business administration for civil engineering.
I get the sense that this program can be life-changing. Is that an exaggeration?
No, that is not an exaggeration. You'll get so many no's in life, but it's that one yes that always counts.
Exactly why we should expect big things from Kevin Diaz.
I really want to study computer science at the University of Maryland and ultimately become a database administrator. My family's proud of me. My mom and my dad, I really appreciate them because they support me in whatever I do.
And we are all rooting for you, Kevin. The On Ramps program has been around since 2013. It has helped hundreds of DC's most vulnerable young people.
All right. Thank you. It looks like they took long clips. Thank you, Kurt. And sorry, Hillary, you can't escape the limelight all the time. So congratulations, guys. Really, every one of you could have been in these news reports. And we're glad we get to highlight some of you here. But thank you to all those students that did represent there. It's really getting the word out, and what you guys are doing, I always say, is kind of opening doors for more people behind you. So thank you guys for doing it. One person who's really opening doors and been opening doors for you guys for a few years is now also our manager of social media. Demario Anderson was an intern before. I'll let him say a little bit about that, but he actually works for On Ramps now, and many of you have met him, and he's going to present our last couple of awards.
Hey guys, I was on mute there. Sorry about that. How you guys doing? My name is Demario Anderson. I'm now the digital media manager for On Ramps to Careers, and I just gotta say I'm extremely proud of you guys. All the work effort that you've done, and yes, it's a very tough time, but you guys have worked very hard to get where you are, and I'm so excited that you loved all of your internships. And by the way, congratulations to Eric for your new job opportunity as well. And yeah, so I actually, when I started with On Ramps, I was a senior in Duke Ellington School of the Arts, and so I found out about On Ramps, and I actually received a certification from their Per Scholars program. So that certification has helped me as a business owner. I'm actually a business owner, so I do create websites for businesses, and the certification has really helped me within my process and really strengthening my career. So I really appreciate On Ramps for that. It's such an amazing community. And when they say that they're diverse, they really do mean it. They really want to help any student they can within our region because we need it more than ever. But today, most importantly, I will be introducing to you guys the Engaging Award. And what that includes is enthusiastic, energetic, and intriguing presentations. So most engaging nominees. So with Accenture, we have Renasia. With Acquired Data Solutions Team 2, we have Kwame, Joshua, Marquita, and Destiny. With Octo, we have Rose and Cassandra. With Indico, we have Eric, Tard, Darlin, Mohit, and Kayla, Allende, and Isaiah. With Virginia Tech Team 2, we have Jahi, Natural, Noah, Jaden, and Truly. So our winner, and now we're going to show them the clip. We're going to show you guys the clip. Oh, Octo Team 2. Rose Nagachu and Cassandra Tachimi. I'm sorry, now we're going to show you guys the clip.
Our time at ACES, we spoke to the team and different people within our partnership with Octo.
So one thing I found interesting, I found it most interesting that Octo consists of multiple departments that all work efficiently to find solutions. Every department does something uniquely different that helps Octo fulfill their mission effectively.
I would say that it was also really interesting to see how different people's paths were to Octo.
All right, that was very good. So now I'll be introducing to you guys the Teamwork Award. Now, what this award includes is strong collaboration and inclusion, all about working together. So best teamwork nominees are Acquired Data Solutions Team 1, Ronald, Elijah, LaDeja, Hasatal, Kevin. And with Acquired Data Solutions Team 2, we have Kwame, Joshua, Marquita, and Destiny. With Acquired Data Solutions Team 4, we have Danita Jefferson, Kiari, Jondu, Rodney, Marquise, and Eric. And with Acquired Data Solutions Team 6, we have Nicole, Solai, Markel, Chris, and Isaiah. With Georgetown UIS, we have Catherine, Juan, Jalen, and Abdi. With Virginia Tech Team 1, we have Al Amin, Binta, Desiree, Malik, and Faith. And the winner is Acquired Data Solutions Team 4. And now we're going to show you guys their clip.
Marketing campaigns and other initiatives. Through this marketing, they make sure they not only sell, but they bring quality to their customers. Our project for Team 4 was to research the many companies on how they originated and how they became successful today. We also designed different 3D models in Future 360 other than our drone, develop a website for our company, Amazon.
Very good, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you, Demario, and thank you, students. That is the
and other initiatives.
All right. Great. Again, thank you, Demario. We announced when we started doing workshops to have you guys present these videos that there would just be 7, but as you can see, we already gave 8 awards and we wanted a 9th. Pretty much everybody who did a internship presentation could have been one. I hesitate to ask, but you could put it in the chat how hard it was to make a presentation. You think it's hard to do it in person, but the collaboration that everybody did to put these presentations together was amazing. And they all stepped up to a new level of technology to put these together. So we wanted to recognize one of the teams that was nominated for almost every category. And that is our presentation of the year. The winner is Virginia Tech, Interactive Technologies team. All right, Virginia Tech, let's see it.
Hello and welcome to the Interactive Technologies presentation, brought to you by the Interactive Technologies team, including Truly Gregory, Jahi Heath, me, Natural Taylor, Noah Ramsden, and Jaden Vidal.
The capacity is simply the amount of weight the material can withstand over time.
They have begun to come around to introducing new people to music production with free demos.
The team was to learn more about video game design and video game developing.
Also exploring the barriers that restrict economic opportunity within the field of video game entertainment.
Fabulous. Congratulations, Virginia Tech team. And thanks to Professor Eggenreiter for taking on. Virginia Tech was another one of those employers who, and honestly, Virginia Tech and Dr. Eggenreiter every year does the same thing, which he said, hey, you know, do you need space for more students? When Department of Homeland Security takes long, as is normal, to get kids the background clearances, and many of our students have security clearances at the end of these internships. Virginia Tech says, well, they can come work for us until those clearances are done. So that's just one example. And Virginia Tech, I think, had 20 internships, where usually it's 8. So that, and all of the students, I see Kendall, I see Jenny Niles on the video in front of me. I can't have all of our videos up at the moment, but none of this would have happened without this huge community of employers and schools. There are 18 schools. I see Ms. Robinson, I see Simone Garcia, I see Terry. They're being prepared all year long with the schools, DC Public Schools, just an amazing partner. Catherine Novinsky and Melissa Madden, especially on setting up internships. Our friendship, our charter school partners, there's just a million people that we could thank. Hillary has done a great job of, you're seeing some of those come up on our screen, but there's, way more than we can ever say. And I will say the youth, Marion Barry Youth Employment Program and DC CAN and NAF Academies, those institutions all really prepare students to do the kinds of things that we're doing here together. One of the organizations, ETTE, has helped us start a call center that the Deputy Mayor for Education asked us to help start. And we are going to, at the end, share that. And we'd love you to post that with your social media, because our students are not only doing good for themselves and opening doors for others in the future, but we've created this call center of our alumni and other students to solve technology solutions for families and students who are now having to use technology at a much higher level. So doing this in the technology space and engineering is, we're very fortunate to be able to do, and most fortunate that we're able to give back. I hope that you guys saw many of those folks to thank, but I want to take a moment now, if you should pin John Capozzi, who's probably on the move to recruit or retain some other students. He's our manager of recruitment and retention. Demario Anderson, who really put up with my pickiness about social media and videos, and was never got crossed back at me. Chris Brown, who's helped us do some amazing work around fundraising. That is a big chunk of our team. And while I'm on Chris, we have one more piece of news that he helped make happen just today. AT&T confirmed and is sending us a check. It is the largest donation that we have ever gotten, and into extra figures. So we just found out that this afternoon. So congratulations to this whole team. I want to thank our board members too. Steve Seiden, I hope you guys can see him. What we did with so many of the alumni that you see really is a big part of his brainchild of his. And he has matched Accenture, no challenge Accenture, but ADS, which is, I don't know how big it is, Steve, but has put up the challenge to any Fortune 500 company by having 5 or 40 interns this summer, and created a whole curriculum with us called STEAM Teams to help employers learn a lot of the skills that were awarded here. And it's no coincidence that ADS had 4 of the teamwork nominations, because what they're learning about putting social skills along with STEM skills. I could go on, and I almost will, because we're actually ahead of schedule, but I will not. I would like to open it up to Monique and Hillary particularly to add any other pieces.
I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
We can, and we can even see you.
Oh, Oh, great. So I just wanted to, of course, echo the sentiment that Mr. Holm just mentioned. We had such an amazing summer. Just even leading up to this, the hard work that you all put in, showing up to virtual internships, just everything that you did to make sure that you succeeded was so important. It is so hard to learn to self-manage when you're home, and you all are ahead of the curve with that. And I just want to particularly thank DCPS, DOES. We work really closely with DOES. As you all know, they afford you to have a paid internship. And so we want to just thank them for that. And I want to specifically thank Catherine Novinsky and Melissa Madden, who work tirelessly on the other end to make sure that you all are placed correctly and that you're supported. And so I just want you all to know that, we are not working alone. We have a very large team of partners that we really appreciate. So we just want you all to know that there are so many people that support you. And so the summer ends, that's not the end. As you've seen, we have several alumni come back every year. We have programs that sometimes pop up during the year. So please stay connected and just make sure that you keep striving for your goals. So congratulations to all of you for a wonderful summer.
Monique, did you want to say anything or want me to do a little bit first?
No, I mean, I think you all covered everything. I just, again, want to encourage all of the interns to really maximize this opportunity, stay in touch with their mentors, take what they've learned, and go out there and do great things because we're counting on you.
Fabulous. Guys, we went through, it's a great day to celebrate, but I will also say that we went through a pretty tough time when we couldn't, after March, when we weren't sure, how Hillary was going to get paid or John going without pay. Pretty tough time. And we did a GoFundMe campaign and you guys came through on that as individuals. And then a couple of organizations like the Clark Foundation really stepped up. City Bridge and City Works enlisted us at a time where we really needed it. So the fact that we're pulling together during this time is really super important, and we're just glad to have you all in this family. You guys as students, you should be one of those alumni coming back and supervising students next year. So be part of the alumni network. Ms. Jones is going to send you a follow-up survey. That's partly how we get funded, is you say, well, I'm not going to influence, but you're doing surveys. To show an impact. With that.
And additionally, Mr. Holm will also be sending out the link to everyone to the private YouTube channel that will have everyone's presentation. So we'll have that to you by tomorrow. We just wanted to make sure everyone's was up before we sent it. So you'll get to see everyone's presentation. So you can leave comments for your peers. So please do participate. And yes, this isn't a recording, and we will share the recording.
Great point, Hillary. You've only saw little teeny snippets of some really amazing presentations, so please go check those out. All right. Well, congratulations, all students, educators who helped us. I see Chris Grimm on their screen and Ken Leslie. Thank you for doing what you do all year long and helping us do this. Guys, have a great day. Be blessed. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everybody.
You guys can, oh, shoot. Guys, hang on. Robert forgot something. We